Yo, what is up, guys? Sneaky McDucky here, bringing you guys another Crysis 3 gameplay. Check out this XP over the last 5 games. Over 5,000. That's pretty ridiculous, and even slow with close to 3,500 is pretty damn good. So as you guys are going to see, I'm rolling with one other person here, and we just dominate. I'll get to that in a second, but I want to talk about the gun I'm using. So I'm going to be using the Typhoon, which is the last gun that you're able to get in the beta. And guys, I have fallen in love with this gun. It's an SMG that simply obliterates people. The only catch is that it really sucks from long range. It comes with 500 bullets in a clip, but each single shot puts out 14. Didn't make sense to me either, but I'm not complaining. The reason I know it puts out 14 in one shot is because I decided to hit slow with a headshot right off the bat. And well, if you look at the bottom right side of your screen, we're down to 486, so it's just simple math. If you guys have watched my past videos, you guys know that I like to take this opening route, but I've switched it up a bit. Instead of dropping down by that staircase, I go a little farther and drop down on the other side of the terminal. Now the reason I've switched it up is because it seems as if I would get my first kill and then run into 2 more people and then get put down. Starting off 1-1 isn't ideal, and sometimes I would even get killed before finishing off my first gunfight, so I'm 0-1, and that's not what you're looking for. Running into multiple enemies in this game is a no-no, so you need to be smart on how you attack. Hit this guy with a nade, so we start off 3-0, and now it's time to defend the objective. The way I like to play Crash Site is to hop on the site, pick up a few points, then patrol around it. To me, it doesn't seem like it matters how many people are on the site. You're not going to score any faster, so the best thing to do is have one person on it and have the others patrolling around the site. There is nothing more frustrating than being on the capture point and being stomped on from above, which you'll see in a bit. Since it's just me and Slow in the party, it's hard to know what your teammates are going to do. So as you'll see throughout, we spend a lot of time on the objective. The most important thing to me is getting the win. So until I feel comfortable that we're going to get that, I'm on these points a lot, especially in the beginning. So coming up here is a gunfight that I never should have engaged in. This guy is super far away, and for some reason I decide to shoot, then chase. Remember, I'm running a gun that has no range. He plays it smart and keeps on running, regaining his health, while I turn into an idiot and go after him. I'm able to somehow get him, but his friend is able to kill me. And you might be saying to yourself, if that second guy wasn't there, that would have been a great play. And to you I say, never chase your opponent like I just did there. It doesn't matter if it's this game or Call of Duty. When your opponent is able to retrieve like that, he recovers his health and most likely gets into a better position to kill you. His main problem was that he turned on the cloak, which probably drained his energy even more. So these guys got the objective, and for the first time I thought, wow, finally another team that wants to play for the win. As you guys are going to see, instead of running straight in there, I try to do a flank move. Now this site is a tricky one to do that. I believe it's the only one that has just 3 passive entry. So I'm able to get in and somehow win that gunfight without being killed by the nade. Had whoever thrown that nade cooked it a little bit, I would have died for sure because I didn't have a lot of armor or health left. My plan here was to grab the bolt sniper, but to my surprise, there's a guy up here and hip fire for the win, baby. Jumped right back down, shoot this guy in the back, and here comes a dumb death. I don't have a lot of ammo left in my gun, and I decided to try to take on 2 guys. Not a lot of ammo plus 2 guys equals death every time. Had I been able to pull out my pistol there, maybe I get the double, but it wasn't meant to be. We're up 40-10 at this point, and dude, get out of my way. It's a pretty sizable lead in this game. The pod is about to blow and move to another site, but for whatever reason, toward the end of a pod's life cycle, that seems to be when the other team finally makes its way over. Chuck a random nade, and then I pick up a kill, and when I saw the other 2, I thought to myself, triple! But, as I said earlier, running into 2 guys is pretty much a death sentence every time, and it's no different here. I make my way through the plane and probably rip off this guy's kill, but whatever, take him when you can get him, right? I end up playing Ring Around the Rosie with a guy, and I end up losing him. I don't know where the hell he went. I don't know if he went invisible or what. So instead of trying to locate him, I finally make the smart play and move on to my next victim. There are 5 other guys playing. There is no need to chase after one. I pop my head out just to see if he reappeared, but that's when I hear they got the Crash site. Now when I hear that, it's like a fat kid hearing a bell for dinner. I'm instantly there. I rush over there because A, I know there's at least 1 kill to be had, and B, I'm able to pick up some extra XP for taking him off the site and capturing it for my team. Now rushing in there like I just did probably wasn't the smartest way to go about it. What I should have done was jumped onto that second level and hit him with the stomp. Had that guy been further back on the site, he probably would have gotten the kill on me. Things slow down for a minute because I play that OBJ and no one comes to try to take me out. I mess around with the cloak because this is the best time to use it. When you're all alone on an objective and the other team is coming, why let them see where you are? Now this is an interesting gunfight. I somehow turn on this guy, but we both die. I've been seeing that a lot in this game, and to tell you the truth, I really don't mind it. Yeah, I would have rather gotten the kill and lived, but at least I got something out of it, right? So again, these guys have taken over the site, and well, I don't think so. I'm able to pick him up and again reclaim the site for at least a few seconds before it flows. Not sure if you noticed, but I picked up 2 tags on my way out. In this game, it doesn't matter if you die after you kill someone. As long as you're able to pick up the tag before your opponent dies again, it's going to count towards your streak. So now instead of needing 2 kills for a radar, I only need 1. I really like that aspect of the game. I also like that they make you come out and collect those tags for your kill streaks. You want to come back camping? That's how you do it. With the kill streaks being set that way, you don't have snipers sitting in the back of the map, picking people off, racking up the streaks. Again, I don't know what these guys were thinking. I guess they wanted to make a game out of this, but I get a tag team assist along with a nade kill. Unfortunately, I get hit with what I think is the most frustrating way to die in any game, and that's getting shot in the back. I hate dying when I have absolutely no chance to fight back, but kudos to him for pulling that off. You see what happens when you're not moving the whole time? Now here comes probably my best move in the whole game. How neither one of these guys saw me coming from the plane is beyond me. Now I'm not gonna lie, I meant to kill both with the gun, but I got enough bullets into the second guy to just smash him once for a nice little double kill. I collect my tags and hop on the site, and I'm not sure how I died here. It must have been a nade or something, but I never saw the caution box, so who knows what happened. I spawn back in and head towards the site. Again, another slow part here. I chuck a nade just in case someone decided to get cute and jump on it, but no one was home. I run around for a little bit right out in the open, which looking back on it was a dumb thing to do, but finally someone comes up and I'm able to shoot him in the back. Now I lucked out here because when these pods explode, they can kill you. I found that out the hard way in the previous game, so I was surprised when this one went that I didn't die. I really lucked out there. I start to chase and shoot Mr. Oblivious here, and again, I get shot in the back. Now this guy that kills me really starts to have my number. I think my previous death was to him, and then maybe the next 2. It was really ridiculous. I was really frustrated by this guy. When I spawn back in, I check my radar, and I notice a few guys nowhere near the objective. We have a sizable lead, so I decide to go check things out. I pop down, and not sure what this guy's doing, but thank you for the easy kill. I move on to the next guy, and again, another easy kill. A third guy gets shots on me, and if my arch nemesis didn't come around to save this guy, I think I would have turned on him for a dirty kill. Alright, I want to spend some time talking about this objective point because I think I do a really good job at defending it. When you're on these points, you want to be on the very outer edge of the circle. Most of the capture points give you good cover towards these outer edges, and you're going to see throughout I do a very good job of picking people off, then retrieving to reload or recover. There is no need to be out in the open when you're essentially unarmed. I think I'm able to pick off 3 or 4 guys with this technique before someone finally catches on and sees me going inside a reload. Implement this technique as much as you possibly can. When you're able to live longer, you're able to rack up more kills and grab more XP. I run out of bullets in my gun, but luckily I'm able to pick up another primary. I somehow make it out alive through this little battle, but this is when my luck runs out. As I said, a guy finally catches on, and I don't know, I think maybe I should have gotten him. I hit him once with a bash and a few bullets, but maybe they weren't on target, or I didn't have enough. Who knows, just wasn't meant to be. Alright, so this gameplay is starting to wind down. I'm going to pick up 2 more kills here in a second with some pretty god-awful shooting. You gotta love the hip fire though. I think I even have a perk on this gun that gives me like 15% more hip fire spread, which is probably how I ended up winning that gunfight. There is one last point that I want to talk about before I wrap up this video. The enemies are about to capture another site right by the airplane. Now instead of running right down the middle and exposing myself without any sort of cover, I decided to take the high route and attack from above. The element of surprise is huge in this game. So for whatever reason, my stomp was a complete fail and I died before getting a kill. Had the stomp worked, I would have killed the guy that ended up killing me and killing the guy that watched that was watching the front door. Just an epic fail on my part. Alright, so we're down to the last 45 seconds with the win in the bag. I end up in 2 or 3 more gunfights with one that I had no business winning, which you'll see in a second. My final score ends up being 27-13 with 450 capture points. Had these guys been any threat to us, believe me, I would have been all over that objective. So that's it. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I hope you guys learned something. If you're a noob at this game like I am, hopefully you picked up some tricks on how to do better. Stay tuned for more Crysis gameplay, especially when this game officially comes out. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. I'll leave you guys with some match highlights, and until the next video, later players.
Your tactical decisions paid off. Outstanding field work.